Have you ever noticed how silence can be louder than words? How absence can cut deeper than anger? After a breakup, he expects a reaction. He expects tears, late-night calls, desperate messages, proof that he still matters. But what if you gave him nothing? No anger, no begging, no explanations. Just cold, unshakable silence. That, Queens, is the coldest thing you can do after a breakup. And that is exactly why it works. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Right now, he believes he has won. He believes that walking away, choosing someone else, or treating you like an option was his decision to make. He expects you to break. But the moment you stop proving your worth, the moment you stop explaining yourself, the moment you vanish from his world without a single word, he will feel something he never expected: regret. A fire does not chase those who walk away from its warmth. A diamond does not beg to be recognized. And a queen does not lower herself for a man who failed to see her value. If he thought he could replace you, if he thought he could live without you, let him experience what that really means. Because nothing teaches a man faster than the brutal reality of your absence. He may believe that moving on is easy, that his new life is an upgrade. But reality will hit him in silence. The calls that don't come, the attention that disappears, the presence he once took for granted, now a void he cannot fill. Because a man never realizes the depth of what he had until the moment he reaches for it and finds nothing. Right now, you might feel the urge to explain, to remind him of everything you did, to show him how much he has lost. But that is his lesson to learn, not yours to teach. You do not prove your worth. You do not fight for a man who did not fight for you. You do not hand over your power to someone who thought you were replaceable. Instead, you step back, and in that silence, you become untouchable. This is not just about making him miss you. This is about becoming the woman who no longer cares if he does. Because the moment you embrace your own worth, the moment you rise without needing validation, you stop being an option and become something far greater, the woman he can never have again. Queens, you were never meant to beg for love. You were never meant to chase anyone. The moment you walk away, head high, heart unshaken, something shifts in the universe. You stop being the one waiting. You become the one he remembers, the one he regrets, the one he will compare every woman to, and none of them will ever be enough. Now, it is time. Not to look back, not to question, not to wait, but to rise. If this message spoke to you, if it awakened something deep inside you, then show your support. Like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we are here, working hard to bring you the truth, the power, and the wisdom that will set you free. This is more than just content, it's a movement of unstoppable women who refuse to settle, who refuse to be forgotten, who choose to reign. And queens, we rise together. Number 1. The door he took for granted is now locked forever. The moment you stop chasing, the moment you stop knocking on a door that was slammed in your face, something shifts. Not just in your mind, not just in your heart, but in the universe itself. Because the door he took for granted, it is now locked forever. And when he turns back, when he finally realizes what he lost, when he reaches for what was once his, he will find nothing but cold, unshakable silence. That, queens, is the moment he learns the hardest lesson of all. Not every exit comes with a way back. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A man is not measured by what he has, but by what he has lost." And right now, he doesn't see it. Right now, he believes he made the right choice. He thinks he can move on, that the world is full of options, that what you gave him was replaceable. Let him believe that. Let him walk away with that illusion. Because when reality hits, when the excitement fades, when he finds himself standing in the ruins of his own choices, he will realize something too late. You were never just another woman. You were the one, and the road back to you no longer exists. A man never truly understands the value of a home until he finds himself standing in the cold. You were warmth. You were safety. You were the place where he was seen, where he was understood, where he was loved beyond measure. But instead of protecting that, instead of cherishing that, he left the door wide open, thinking he could always walk back through it. But what he does not know yet, that door is now locked, sealed, and burned to the ground. And one day he will come back. Maybe not with words, maybe not with apologies, but in silence, in regret, in the quiet moments where his mind refuses to let go. He will wonder where you went. He will wonder why the door he left open is now bolted shut. He will scroll through his phone, hovering over your name, but never having the courage to press call, because deep down, he will know you are gone. Right now, you might feel the pull to explain, to remind him of everything he threw away, to make him see what he lost. But why should you? Why should you waste your breath trying to open the eyes of a man who refused to see you when you were standing right in front of him? The most powerful thing you can do is walk away without a single word. This is not about making him miss you. This is not about hoping he regrets it. This is about making sure that even if he does, it no longer matters. Because you are not standing by that door anymore, waiting for it to open. You are building an empire where he no longer has a place. Queens, hear me. You do not wait for a man to wake up. You do not wait for him to see your worth. You do not waste your time hoping he will come back with a different heart. Because the truth is, if he was blind enough to walk away, he is not strong enough to stand beside you. And a queen does not beg a fool to recognize her crown. So now you rise. You move forward with a heart that no longer needs closure. You step into the woman you were always meant to be, unshaken, unstoppable, and untouchable. And when he finally looks back, when he finally understands what he lost, he will come face to face with the harshest truth of all. The door he took for granted is now locked forever. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. The door he took for granted is now locked forever. Let the world know that from this moment forward, you are done waiting, done explaining, done proving. And if this message awakened something inside you, if it reminded you of your strength, like this video and subscribe to the channel. Because we are here, working hard to bring you the truth, the power, and the lessons that will set you free. Queens, we rise together. Number 2, your silence will be the loudest sound in his life. Have you ever noticed how silence can feel heavier than words? How a single moment of quiet can speak louder than 1,000 explanations? He expected anger. He expected tears. He expected late-night messages, desperate calls, proof that he still matters. But what if you gave him nothing? No reaction, no words, no trace of the woman he once had. That, Queens, is the most powerful thing you can do. And that is why it works. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury." Right now, he believes he made the right choice. He thinks he has the upper hand. He believes that walking away from you was just another decision, one he could make without consequences. But what he doesn't see coming is this: your silence will echo in his life like a ghost he cannot escape. At first, he will enjoy the quiet. He will think it means you've accepted his choice, that you've moved on easily. But as the days pass, something will start to feel off. The calls that don't come, the attention that disappears. The presence he once took for granted, now a void he cannot fill. The same man who thought he could live without you will now feel your absence like a missing heartbeat. And trust me, nothing is colder than realizing the woman who once loved you now treats you like you never existed. A flame does not beg to be noticed. A star does not chase those who stop looking. And a queen does not explain her worth to a man who failed to see it in the first place. The moment you stop fighting for his attention, you become the one thing he cannot ignore. He will start to wonder. He will start to question. Why hasn't she called? Why hasn't she tried? Did she ever love me at all? And that, queens, is when the regret begins. Imagine a world where the sun suddenly refuses to rise. The warmth disappears. The light fades. The air turns cold. He may not have noticed the sun when it was shining, but now, the darkness is all he can see. That is what your silence will do to him. It will creep into his thoughts at night. It will settle in his chest when he realizes that no one else is you. He will search for your voice in the laughter of others. He will look for your presence in crowded rooms. But you will already be gone. Right now, you may feel the urge to explain yourself, to make him see what he lost, to remind him of the love you gave so freely. But that is his lesson to learn, not yours to teach. A man only values what he has when he realizes he can never have it again. The moment you stop giving him your energy, the moment you pull back every ounce of love, he will feel the loss like a blade to his soul. This is not about making him chase you. This is about becoming the woman who no longer cares if he does. Because the truth is, he expected you to fight. He expected you to prove yourself. But instead, you are giving him something much colder, the reality of life without you. And that is something no man ever forgets. Queens, let me tell you something. Your silence is not weakness. It is your power. It is the proof that you were never the one who lost. He lost you. And one day, when he finally understands that, when he reaches for what he once had, he will realize that the road back to you no longer exists. You were never meant to beg for love. You were never meant to chase anyone. The moment you walk away, head high, heart unshaken, you stop being an option and become the regret he never saw coming. Because a queen does not lower herself to be chosen. A queen chooses herself. Write this in the comments and claim it. My silence will say what my words never could. Let the world know that you are done explaining, done proving, done chasing. Number 3, the absence of your love will feel like a cold winter that never ends. The first cold night will not hit him immediately. At first, he might think he's free, that life will be better without you. He might even feel a rush of excitement, believing that the world beyond you is warmer, brighter, filled with new possibilities. But slowly, reality will set in. He will wake up one day and the air will feel different. The warmth he once had, your love, your presence, your energy will be gone. And when the cold finally settles in, when he realizes that no one else can make him feel the way you did, that is when the winter begins. Seneca once said, "The greatest remedy for anger is delay. This is why you do nothing. No long explanations, no desperate messages, no trying to make him see what he lost. You simply remove yourself, and the moment you do, you let life teach him the lesson that words never could. Because a man never understands the warmth of a fire until he is left standing in the cold. Right now, he thinks he's fine. He believes he made the right choice. He believes that love will come easy, that another woman can replace what he had with you. But love is not a convenience. Love is an irreplaceable energy, a force that cannot be replicated or exchanged like a possession. He had something rare, something powerful, but he was blind to it. And now he will feel the weight of his own choice. A house without warmth is just walls and emptiness. He will sit in spaces where your voice once filled the silence, where your laughter once echoed, where your love once made everything feel alive. But now, those spaces will be hollow. He will look for the fire he once took for granted, only to find that it has burned out. And no matter how much he tries to chase warmth in another woman, it will never feel the same. Because the warmth he lost was not just love, it was you. This is not about making him miss you. This is not about playing a game. This is about stepping into your own power. Queens do not beg to be loved. They do not explain why they are valuable. They do not sit in the ashes of a man's mistake, hoping he realizes what he lost. They rise, and once you rise, you will never be within his reach again. The coldest thing you can do after a breakup is nothing at all. No words, no explanations, no proof, just your silence, your absence, your unstoppable glow. And that, queens, is the cruelest lesson of all. Because when he finally understands what he lost, when the cold wraps around him like an endless winter, you will be standing in the warmth of your own power, untouchable, radiant, and free. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. My absence is a winter he will never escape. Let the world know that from this moment forward, you are done chasing, done explaining, done waiting. Number 4, he traded gold for glitter, and one day he will wake up to dust. He thought he won. He thought by choosing her, by chasing the thrill of something new, he had upgraded. But what he does not realize yet is this: he traded gold for glitter, and one day he will wake up to dust. Right now, he is blind, caught up in the excitement, convinced that what he has now is better than what he left behind. But time has a cruel way of revealing the truth. And when that truth comes crashing down, when he finally sees what he threw away, it will be too late. Seneca once said, "A foolish man knows the price of everything but the value of nothing." And that is exactly what happened. He was too blinded by the temporary shine to recognize the depth of what he had. He believed that love was just about excitement, about newness, about being entertained. But real love is not loud. It does not beg for attention. It does not need to be proven every second. Real love is gold solid, unshakable, timeless. And the moment he walked away from it, he set himself up for a lifetime of regret. A fool sees a diamond and treats it like glass. He does not know its worth because he has never had to earn something rare before. And so, when he sees something that sparkles, something easy, something that asks for nothing but gives him temporary excitement, he grabs it without thinking. But here's the thing about glitter: it fades. It washes away in the first storm. It crumbles under pressure. It never lasts. And when the shine is gone, when the excitement fades, he will turn around, searching for the gold he once had, only to find that it is already in the hands of someone who knows its worth. Right now, he may believe he made the right choice. Right now, he may be convincing himself that he feels something deeper, something better, but the truth will hit him in the silence. When the excitement wears off, when the surface-level connection begins to show cracks, when he starts to compare the depth, the loyalty, the strength you gave him with what he has now, that is when the regret will start to grow, and it will eat him alive. But by then, queens, you will be too far gone. You will not be sitting in the shadows, waiting for him to wake up. You will not be hoping for his return, desperate for his recognition. Because you have stepped into your power. You have become untouchable. You have transformed into a woman who no longer looks back at what was lost, because you are too busy becoming everything he will never have again. This is where everything shifts. This is where you reclaim your worth. Because a queen does not cry over a man who was too blind to see her value. She does not chase. She does not beg. She does not wait. She rises. She thrives. She builds a life so magnificent, so powerful, that when he finally realizes his mistake, he does not even have the courage to face her. And the most painful lesson of all, he will compare every woman to you, and every single one will fall short. Not because they are not enough, but because you were never meant to be replaced. He did not just lose a woman. He lost the rarest kind of love, the kind that men spend a lifetime searching for, only to realize they already had it, and let it slip through their fingers. Queens, write this affirmation in the comments and claim it. I am the gold he will never hold again. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done shrinking yourself for a man who made the wrong choice. And if this message reminded you of your power, if it lit something inside you, like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you the truth, to remind you of the strength you have always had. Because you were never meant to be an option. You were meant to reign. Number 5. The man who left you will never find another you. The moment he walked away, he thought life would move on without a second thought. He believed he could replace you, find another love, build something new. But what he does not yet understand, what will hit him like a storm when it's too late, is that a woman like you does not come twice. He did not just lose a relationship. He lost you, and there will never be another you. Marcus Aurelius once said, "A person's worth is measured by the value they place upon themselves." Right now, he thinks he made a choice, but soon he will realize you were not just a choice. You were the best thing that ever happened to him. And when that moment comes, when he starts comparing, when he looks into the eyes of another and feels nothing close to what he once had with you, the weight of his mistake will crush him. But you will be too far gone. Right now, he thinks he has everything under control. He believes he can just move forward, replace your presence, find someone else to fill the space where you once stood. But here's what happens when a man loses a woman who truly loved him. He spends the rest of his life searching for her in every other woman he meets. At first, everything might seem exciting for him. A new love, a new adventure, something fresh. But time has a cruel way of revealing the truth. When the surface fades, when the excitement wears off, he will start to feel it, that emptiness. He will look at her and wonder why something feels off, why something is missing. He will try to convince himself that he made the right choice, but deep down, he will know she is not you. A rare diamond does not beg to be recognized. A crown does not chase the one who threw it aside. And a woman like you do not wait for a man to realize your worth. Because the truth is, a man who truly valued you would have never risked losing you in the first place. And that is where his real lesson begins. He will try to recreate what he had with you. He will search for the fire, the depth, the love that made him feel like more than he ever was before. But love like yours does not come easily. It does not repeat itself. And the day will come when he wakes up and realizes that every woman after you falls short. Not because they aren't enough, but because you were never meant to be replaced. Now, here is where everything changes for you. You have spent too much time giving, too much time waiting, too much time hoping he would wake up and see you. But that time is over. You are no longer waiting for him to see your worth. You already know it. You are stepping into something greater, something unshakable, something that no man will ever take for granted again. You are becoming the woman who does not beg, does not chase, does not break for the one who left. You are the woman who rises, untouchable, unstoppable, undeniable. Queens, listen to me. He made his choice. Now let him live with it. This is not about revenge. This is not about hoping he regrets it. This is about you becoming so powerful, so radiant, so unshakable that by the time he realizes what he lost, he won't even recognize the woman you have become. Now, I want you to claim this truth, right here, right now. Write this in the comments and own your power. There will never be another me. Number 6. The queen he ignored is now the queen he cannot reach. The strangest thing about regret is that it doesn't hit all at once. It creeps in slowly. It starts as a whisper, a passing thought, a name that lingers in the back of his mind. But then, one day, it crashes down like a storm, unstoppable, undeniable. That day always comes. The day he realizes what he lost. The day he understands that the woman he ignored is now the woman he cannot reach. At first, he believed he had the upper hand. He walked away, convinced that his life would be better without you. Maybe he thought he found something new, something exciting. Maybe he believed that you would always be there, waiting, hoping, desperate for his return. But here's where he was wrong. You were never meant to wait. You were meant to rise. And the second you chose to walk away instead of chasing, everything changed. Seneca once said, "It is not that we have a short life, but that we waste much of it." And that is exactly what he has done. He wasted what could have been something great. He wasted the love that could have stood the test of time. But, queens, let this be clear. His waste is not your burden to carry. He lost you the moment he made you question your worth. He lost you the moment he treated you as an option. And now, no matter how much he looks back, no matter how much he regrets, he can never have access to you again. Think of a castle standing high on the cliffs. It is grand, untouchable, unshaken by the waves crashing below. Once he had the key to that castle. Once he was allowed inside, welcomed into its warmth, its safety, its strength. But when he chose to walk away, when he treated it like something ordinary, The gates shut behind him. And now? Now he stands outside, looking up, realizing too late that he lost something no man could ever replace. Right now, he may pretend that he doesn't care. He may act as if his life is moving forward, as if he never looks back. But don't be fooled. A man's pride will always be his greatest mask. And behind that mask, there is a storm of regret, a fire of what-ifs, a sinking feeling that no matter how far he reaches, he will never touch you again. You see, the universe does not grant second chances to those who take greatness for granted. And that is exactly what you were to him, greatness, a once-in-a-lifetime presence, the kind of woman who does not come twice. And now he will have to live with the harshest truth of all: you did not just move on, you outgrew him. This is not just about making him regret, queens. This is about you. This is about the moment you stop waiting, stop explaining, stop giving your energy to someone who never deserved it in the first place. Because a queen does not chase. A queen does not wait to be chosen. A queen does not allow herself to be an afterthought. And now you are stepping into that power, stepping into the life you were always meant to live, one where his absence is not a loss, but a victory. He expected you to crumble. He expected you to watch from the shadows, hoping for his return. But instead, you became untouchable. You became the woman who cannot be reached, the woman who no longer looks back, the woman who stands so high above the past that even his regrets cannot touch you. So let him regret, let him wonder, let him wish, but never let him back in, because the queen he ignored is now the queen he can never reach. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. I am the woman he can never reach again. Let the world know that you are done looking back, done waiting, done making space for a man who made the wrong choice. Number 7. The love he took for granted will be the one that haunts him forever. The strangest thing about love is that a man never realizes its depth when it's right in front of him. He enjoys it, he takes it, he even expects it, but he never stops to think that one day it could disappear. And when it's gone, that's when the truth hits him like a storm he never saw coming. The love he took for granted will be the one that haunts him forever. At first, he believes he has won. He walks away without hesitation, thinking that love will always be there, thinking that he can find it again. He assumes that moving on is easy, that replacing you is simple. But what he doesn't know yet is that the kind of love you gave is rare. It was not ordinary. It was not something he could pick up anywhere. It was a once-in-a-lifetime love, and he was reckless enough to let it slip through his fingers. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." Right now, it might feel like you lost. It might feel like he is moving forward while you are left to deal with the pain. But what if I told you that the real loss is not yours? It's his. Because love like yours does not fade, it leaves a mark. And that mark, it will follow him, no matter how far he tries to run. Think of the most beautiful song you've ever heard, the kind that stays in your heart long after it stops playing, the kind that echoes in your mind at unexpected moments, making you feel something deep, something powerful. That is what you were to him. And now he has turned down the volume, thinking that silence is better. But one day, when everything is quiet, when the distractions fade, he will hear that song again, and it will break him. Because no matter how many new songs he listens to, none will ever sound like you. Right now, he believes he is in control. He believes that walking away was his choice, that he decided to leave you behind. But what he does not realize yet is that love is not something a man simply moves on from. He will search for you in others. He will crave the way you made him feel. And no matter how much he tries to convince himself that he is fine, there will come a moment, a quiet, lonely moment, where the weight of your absence crushes him. And when that moment comes, when he reaches out and finds nothing, that is when he will understand. You were not just another woman. You were not replaceable. You were not just a phase in his life. You were the love he will never get back. And that truth, it will haunt him for the rest of his days. But here's where everything changes. You will not be sitting around, waiting for that moment. You will not be looking over your shoulder, wondering when he will finally see what he lost. Because, queens, you are not here to be someone's regret. You are here to be someone's greatest blessing. And if he was too blind to see that, then he was never worthy in the first place. The time for waiting is over. The time for wondering is over. Now, it is time for you to step into your power, to rise so high that by the time he realizes what he lost, you are no longer reachable. He will watch from a distance. He will remember everything you were, everything you gave. And he will know he had something rare, and he let it go. And that, queens, is a pain deeper than any heartbreak. Write this in the comments and claim it. He lost me forever, and I will never look back. Let the world know that you are done waiting, done proving, done holding on to someone who was too blind to cherish you. Number 8. The moment you walk away, his game ends because he was never ready for a real woman. Have you ever noticed how a game stops being fun the moment one player walks away? The moment you stop playing, the entire illusion collapses. Right now, he believes he's in control. He thinks he holds the power because he walked away first, because he made you question yourself, because he expected you to fight for him. But what happens when you do the one thing he never saw coming? You leave the game entirely. You don't argue. You don't chase. You don't prove. You just walk away. And just like that, his power over you vanishes. Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Right now, he expects you to react. He expects you to show him that he still matters. But the second you reclaim control of your mind, when you decide that his presence or absence no longer affects your worth, you become untouchable. And that is when his world shifts, because he wasn't ready for a woman who knows her worth. He wasn't ready for a woman who doesn't play by his rules. A weak man thrives on control. He wants to know that no matter what he does, no matter how he treats you, he still has a place in your heart. He plays mind games, gives mixed signals, makes you question everything, all while keeping the illusion that he is the prize. But the second you remove yourself from that equation, the second you show him that his presence was a privilege, not a necessity, he will feel something he never expected: fear. Fear that he no longer matters. Fear that you were never as dependent on him as he thought. Fear that the woman he believed he could replace is now the woman he cannot reach. Think of a stage. He was performing for an audience, putting on a show, enjoying the attention. But when you leave, The lights turn off, the crowd disappears, the stage is empty, and he is left standing alone, realizing too late that the only reason his act even mattered was because you were watching. This is where everything changes. This is where you stop reacting, stop explaining, stop trying to prove that you were worthy. Because you were never meant to beg for love. A real man never puts a woman in a position where she has to prove her value. And if he did, then he was never strong enough to stand beside you in the first place. Queens, hear me loud and clear the moment you walk away. His game ends. He might try to replace you. He might pretend that losing you doesn't affect him. But deep down, he knows. He will feel the emptiness where your love once was. He will hear the silence where your voice used to be. He will see your glow from a distance, knowing that no matter how much he regrets it, he will never be part of your world again. He expected you to break. He expected you to wait. But instead, you rose. And now, he is the one left behind. Queens, write this in the comments and claim it. When I walk away, his game ends. Let the world know that you are done playing, done waiting, done proving. And if this message awakened something inside you, if it reminded you of your strength, then like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here, working hard to bring you life-changing lessons, to remind you that you were never meant to be an option. You were meant to reign.